What's going on, guys? Tnums here, and I've got a Ditto catching method for you today, but it's a little different than what you'd expect. So, most people will use like a Breloom with Substitute, just leave him out in the lead, run away from everything, and then substitute when a Ditto shows up. But there's more money to be made when you're catching Dittos, because the Whismer and Loudred you run into are between level 40 and 45, so that's 400 to 450 pokeyen each if you just use Payday. So I figured out Liepard has Payday and Yawn, the only other 100% accurate sleep move in the game that just puts the target to sleep one turn later. So if you run into anything other than a Ditto, you get 400 to 450 Pokeyen off your Paydays. But if you run into a Ditto, you Yawn it, and then on the following turn you switch to Breloom. But here's where it gets really interesting. Your Breloom is practically immune to all three of these moves. Endure is just there to push Payday down to the second line because I like playing on mobile sometimes and it's easier if it's on the left side. But Endure does nothing for Ditto. Yawn will do nothing against Breloom because it gets immediately poisoned by its Toxic Orb when it comes in. And Payday does like 40, maybe 50 damage max, I think, which gets healed off by Poison Heal on your Breloom. So you just Yawn the Ditto, switch in Breloom, false swipe it, catch it, and then if you ever need to re-sleep it, you can Spore the Ditto because it's just a Dark type and it's not Grass type, like the issue if you didn't have a substitute on your Breloom. But the biggest key is that Payday. There's a lot of extra money there, but I'll show you in the following clips. I really like this new method, and I think a lot of you might like it as well. Alright, so to start catching Dittos, you're going to want to come to Fel Arbor Town, which is all the way in the top left corner of the Hoenn region, and you're going to need to have the Hoenn Elite Four completed to be able to get here. So leave the Pokemon Center, head directly west over to the Fossil Maniac's house, and go all the way through the cave he dug to the back here, where you're going to find a bunch of people riding their bikes, going left to right, searching for Dittos. And we're going to join them. But we have a little bit of a different method than I think most of these people are using, because whenever one of them runs into a Whismer, I think they're just running away from it, instead of getting the free 450 Pokeyen that we're about to get by clicking Payday here on Liepard. So you pick up that free money and then just keep going, see if we run into a Ditto. Perfect. Now, first turn with Liepard here, you're going to click Yawn, which is 100% accuracy, nothing to worry about there. It's just it won't fall asleep until next turn. So it transforms into Liepard, and we switch out over to our catching Breloom now. It gets one free move, and it's going to use Yawn, so now our Breloom's going to fall asleep next turn, right? Wrong, because Breloom has a Toxic Orb and immediately gets poisoned this turn, which nullifies the Yawn trying to put him to sleep next turn. So now just false swipe the Ditto, get it down to 1 HP, and prepare to start catching it like you normally would. The only thing that can go wrong here now is you fail the catch, it wakes up, and you just click Spore and put it back to sleep, because it's not a Grass type. It never transformed into Breloom, and yeah, you could be using a substitute set on Breloom, but why? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe one of you has found another way to catch Dittos even better than this one, but I've been using this for about a week now, and it's perfect. I've never had to worry about a Pokemon fainting. The only thing I might do is build another Liepard, so I've got an extra 16 Yawns to use and not have to go back to the PC as often. But this is kind of what I like to do in the game. I like to find things that people enjoy doing and see if there's another way to go about it. Like, for my next video, I'm thinking I'll show you guys my gym run teams. I don't use Typhlosions. I've actually got a Sun team and a Rain team even that works for gym runs on my alt account that if anybody be interested in seeing, I'd love to share with you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more. Appreciate the like if you could. Thanks for your time. Happy grinding.